our next guest is we met her during the Unity tour. We had a stop at her place in Plano, Texas, and she has a beautiful gallery there, Sky Pony Gallery. But we did an event there. Fantastic person. She's recently started her own podcast on YouTube called Mentors. Brand new into that thing, but she's also very funny. So she's got some comedy for us. She's known as Kiki, the Mad Tinfoil Hatter. Kiki, the Mad Tinfoil Hatter, and she has asked that Lewis remain muted during this segment because if he laughs, it's going to because he's going to be rolling on the floor. I'm pretty guess. I don't know what her material is, but she warned me that to make sure Lewis is muted because if he goes crazy laughing, it's going to ruin the whole thing.
Oh boy!
So
she knows me well. I am muted. Kiki, take it away.
Yeah, Kiki, the Mad Tinfoil Hatter. What you got for us today, Kiki?
Hey, so good to be with you guys. Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be fun because I haven't done any political comedy before. And, there's a reason for that is because I don't have the she-nuts. I just have, the matching accessories and, the things that I need for for doing political comedy. I need the she-nuts. Like Lewis, he's got the big balls. But so tell me when you want me to hop right in. I mean,
go ahead, rock and roll. Yeah, it's all you. You got the floor.
Hi, y'all. I'm Kiki, the Mad Tinfoil Hatter. Let me introduce myself in a nutshell. And yeah, that's appropriate. I'm basically what happens when George Carlin and Deepak Chopra had a love child during a peyote vision quest. Yeah, sarcasm and spirituality tossed in a blender, hit puree, and out comes this smoothie. It's delicious, but you probably shouldn't drink it after 10 p.m. Unless, of course, you enjoy astral traveling to Area 51. Imagine those two hooking up because, men can have babies now. Trust the science. I'm totally fine with that, though. It takes the pressure off us women. So, ladies, you are welcome. Anyway, Deepak and George didn't raise me. They dropped me off at a Walmart parking lot to be raised by the greeter. So I have these tendencies to spontaneously greet. So, welcome to the Lewis Herms Marathon Run for Governor. If you want to continue listening, I come with a severe warning label. I may cause a mild case of TDS, that's truth derangement syndrome, which means you could be in a cold sweat yelling, Epstein didn't kill himself, or you might just spontaneously start muttering about lizard people and fluoride, or worse. You'll be on Telegram at 3 a.m., going down rabbit holes. And if you're like me, you'll be muttering like a raccoon who discovered classified documents in the trash. It happens. Very annoying to the spouse. Just ask my poor hubby. But that's another bit I'll save for the Twilight Zone version. So, I'm from Texas. You Californians used to call us hicks, but we've been the butt of Californians for years. But there's a lot of Californians who have escaped, and they're moving to my red-ass state, which is absolutely fair to assume I'm a hick. I own my hick status. Y'all do yoga in hot studios? We do yoga chasing cows at 105-degree Texas heat. That's called downward facing bull. I grew up in a small town called Waxahachie, but you can't even say Waxahachie without sounding like a hick. You can't even say Waxahachie without your credit score dropping 20 points and a Ford F-150 appearing in your driveway. But Here's the thing. Texans may sound country, but that's because we are. We're the Lone Star State, and we like it that way. And furthermore, we want to stay that dang way. Every time the feds mess in our business, we threaten to secede, and they know we will, and we can. And honestly, I feel bad for y'all because that's not fair. You're good people that have been stuck with a bad governor problem for years. But even when you voted him out, he wouldn't leave. He's like your kids working with glitter. You can't get rid of it. It's on their clothes, it's in the couch, it's on the dog, it's on the neighbor's dog, it's in your voting booth. Newscomb is like living with a roommate who eats your food, wrecks your car, and then lectures you about carbon footprint or using paper straws. Meanwhile, California, you've got tent cities and people treating fire hydrants like they're the new public restroom. Pretty soon, the city's going to start putting up schedules. Odd number days for humans, even number days for dogs. At least in Waxahachie, we rednecks know the rules. Dogs get the fire hydrants, and humans get the Walmart parking lot. Just ask my hubby. You ever seen that old cult movie called They Live? Rowdy Roddy Piper puts on these sunglasses, and suddenly, boom, the billboards change to say obey, submit, consomme. For those who don't speak French, that's Waxahachiean for consume. For those who don't, so with those sunglasses, half the people are total aliens in suit. I swear, if I had those sunglasses today, I'd point them straight at Gavin Newsom. Without the shades, he's your Chardonnay sipping Disney prince and then with the shades, he's a reptilian host from planet Nepotism. And then, of course, there's his Aunt Nancy, or as she's been lovingly called by someone, Nasty Nancy, a very nasty woman. Or as I call her, Orbit Brow Nancy, because I can't stop looking at those dang air eyebrows. I swear, every time they look at me, it's like the law of gravity, and they're slowly leaving Earth's orbit. But, I digress. So back to Newscomb. I can't help bashing him for what he's already done to California. He's like political black mold. And every time you think you've scrubbed him out, he mutates to another office. Don't you see it? He's not done. He's got plans. He's just aiming higher, just waiting on a few more plastic surgery upgrades and his next round of CIA finishing school. But listen, that's why I trust Lewis Herms. He's not fake. He has natural good looks, not your political plastic Malibu Ken after too much Botox vibe. He's real, not a clone from Pelosi's basement. So Lewis Herms is the kind of guy that could walk into Waxahachie with his boots on and fit right in, and then still have the guts to walk into Sacramento and clean the house. Because California doesn't need another career politician. It needs somebody with heart and grit and with big balls and a bigger truth. I think Lewis Herms is already a hero just for having the balls to run. I mean, the biggest balls, like clankety clank 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 when he walks balls, scraping like lines in the cement with every step. His superhero should be the Brass Avenger. Lewis, not to scare you, but you do know what happens when outsiders run for office, right? It's dangerous. Mysterious stuff happens. Planes go down, private planes, over ocean. Witness protection suddenly looks like a better retirement plan. Just ask JFK Jr. Oh, oh, wait, you can't. He either crashed, disappeared, or he's heading a truther rally in a fat suit and a face mask at a Cracker Barrel in Tulsa. We just don't know, do we? He could be wearing that J.D. Vance face mask and be VP for all we know in Crazy Town. So back when J.F. Jr.'s plane went down, somewhere in the shadows lurked she who must not be named. She's sipping Chardonnay and whispering "oops" into her private email server. But that's all I'll say for now because I like living. That's the mob level that Lewis Herms is standing up to. And that's why I must emphasize that it takes big balls to run. Balls so big, if his plane did go down, he could float to Hawaii with his whole family on board. TSA makes him check his balls as carry-on luggage. Now, a quick disclaimer. Yes, I've mentioned Lewis Herms' balls a lot, like a lot. At this point, they probably deserve their own zip code. But here's the deal. When I say balls, it's not just a joke. I mean courage. I mean the courage to run against the political mob and the bravery to say, screw big gov, even when it's dangerous. But Lewis Herms deserves respect because those aren't just big balls. That's big bravery. And that's exactly what California needs in a governor. Yes, Lewis Herms is a superhero. Honestly, he's more like Captain America, his pissed off cousin, Captain Cosmos, Common Sense. So back to me. I've always wanted to be a superhero. If I got to pick my character, it'd be Wonder Woman. Give me that lasso of truth. That's all I want. Well, that and the cute outfit and the invisible plane. Coolest thing in the cosmos until you try to park it. Imagine walking out of a mall. Now, where in this dimension did I park? Whole lot's empty. I'm clicking the key fob like an idiot. Bleep, bleep, bleep. First mission as Wonder Kiki. I'm going to take that lasso of truth and hog tie Gavin Newsom. But the lasso slips right off. Too much Brill cream. That man is basically coated it in ego grease. So I try it again. I lasso him. Too slick. What a little dab of truth would do you, Newscomb. But that's impossible. So I get frustrated and I'm covered in hair grease. So I fly off to Washington, D.C., or as I like to call it, Dumbass Central. So I land at the Capitol, my lasso's ready. It's hog tying day. First target, Adam Shifty Shift, Watermelon Head, Pencil Neck, Bug-Eyed Adam. Looks like Mr. Potato Head made it with a #2 pencil. So whoosh, I wrap that lasso around his neck, snap. Oops, too hard. Pencil head snaps, my bad. Watermelon Head shoots right off like a champagne cork at a lobbyist fundraiser. Boink, boink, boink. It bounces right into the reflecting pool. And Honest Abe is staring him down, cracks his marble face for the first time in 100 years and said, "Son, you got some splaining to do." Even Abe Lincoln's like, "Blink, Shifty, just blink once." But Shifty can't blink. Those eyes can't blink. He's got that Sanpaku stare. You know what I mean? That's when the whites of your eyes show too much, and suddenly everybody in the room is wondering, who's getting boiled tonight? It's the same look that you see on your horse right before it bolts. Wide-eyed, white showing. Uh-oh, something bad's about to happen. Look, I wonder if his eyes close when it sleeps. But I digress. Hog-tying lion politicians is exhausting. Wonder Kiki needs a nap. I fall asleep and dream. I'm soaring through outer space. No jet today. Cape only. Solar powered and partially fueled by cow farts. Because let's get real. Cows are blamed for everything. Leave our cows alone. Then what? Then floating towards me in the cosmos, it's a large, huge object far off in the distance. Is it an asteroid? Is it a comet? Three-Eye Atlas? Nope. It's Maxine Waters' head, severed earlier in the day by an ugly encounter with the lasso. Her mouth nonstop flapping like a broken Roomba. It's a horrible metallic sound. Claiming my time, claiming my time, claiming my time. And then whoosh, I'm sucked in. It's like a political pie hole with its own gravitational pull. Nothing escapes, not even common sense. And then I see it. It's a huge molar with a cavity. Something's wedged in there. I dig because that's what I do. I'm a digger. Wait, a Waxahachie minute. It's the Epstein files, wrapped in floss, labeled classified, because, the government didn't shred them. They just hid them in Maxine Waters' big mouth and dental work. Then, so I get sucked into the pie hole wind tunnel that pulls me. Oh, no. Now my cape is snagged on her uvula. You ever get your cape caught on a politician uvula? It's a nightmare. It's worse than jury duty for the Perdita trial. Now I'm swinging like a political pinata while Maxine's echo booms. Impeach, impeach, impeach. My eardrums are blown. And then she coughs me out like a hairball from a 3-pack-a-day tabby cat. I'm floating in space again. And along comes Shifty Shiv's head. It's floating on a pirate ship made of subpoenas and Botox. That's when I wake up screaming, "No more gas station sushi before nap time." But I digress. Now back to Lewis. Lewis Herms had it right all along. Screw Big Gov, because Big Gov sells fear like it's Netflix. But at least Netflix has better writers. They want you divided, R versus D, but spiritually, that's just two cheeks of the same ass. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of sniffing government farts. That's where the greenhouse gases are coming from. Not the cows. Leave our cows alone. That's why I support Lewis Herms. He doesn't just say screw big gov. He hands you the matches, the lighter fluid, and a podcast mic. Meanwhile, Newscomb's over there acting like California's official fire marshal, except the only thing he's good at is starting them, allegedly. Wink, wink, wink. Or, maybe that's just his hair gel catching sunlight again like a dew weapon. And listen, I don't just talk truth. Sometimes the truth comes through me in rhyme, like the universe drops a beat straight into my third eye. I'll be making the bed and I'll start hearing some cosmic hip hop in my brain. So here you go, y'all. Straight from my inner white wrapper, strawberry sorbet. The red-headed stepchild of Vanilla Ice and the second cousin to MC Popsicle. I'm gonna lay down some truther rap. Y'all ready for this? Rolling up bold with a mission inside, Lewis Herms got the truth his guide. Newscom's slick with his lies and his spin, but Herms still tall with his, and he fights to win. Big Gov's game is fear and control, but screw Big Gov, it's food for the soul. Podcast power, spreading the word. Herms for the people, the truth will be heard. So California, the coast is clear. Herms for the governor, the future is here. Well, that's my rap from the Kiki files. So get out there and vote the truth and vote for someone you can actually trust. Scrape that Newscomb off your pond scum and vote Lewis Herms, a man with grit, heart, and the guts to speak unity and truth. Say it out loud. Vote Lewis Herms and screw Big Gov. Peace out.
That was fantastic.
Lord, she's right. I had to mute my mic. I was dying over here. Folks, I know we were having some intermittent issues, but Robert was kind enough to record her whole segment, which we're going to ask all the podcasters to put on all their channels and all the X, just her segment alone. It was so good, Kiki. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, and good luck, Lewis. California needs you. The whole,
Thank you.
Nation needs you.
Thank you. God bless you so much. Appreciate you.
Yep, there you go. Kiki, the Mad Tinfoil Hatter,
Wow.
all the way from Texas.